do you read last night's election results?
Well, I watched very closely. These are three pretty Democrat states, assuming everything is fair and balanced, as you would say. I thought that New Jersey would do better.
When the news broke that former U.S. President Donald J. Trump was found guilty on 34 felony counts, it sent shockwaves through the country. People from every corner of America reacted. Politicians, journalists, and even Hollywood stars. One of the loudest voices came from legendary actor Robert De Niro, who once again spoke out strongly against Trump. De Niro didn't hold back his feelings. Speaking to reporters and media outlets after the verdict, he called Trump crazy and said that the former president wants to destroy this country. The actor, known for his roles in films like Taxi Driver and The Godfather Part 2, said that the verdict was a necessary step for justice. Justice was served, he said, but it should never have had to come to this. This whole thing should never have happened. What did De Niro mean by that? Was he saying that Trump should never have committed crimes that led to such a trial? Or was he suggesting that the idea of a former U.S. president facing criminal charges is a sad moment for the nation itself? His comments were emotional and heavy with concern, not just anger. For De Niro, this is not a new topic. He has spoken out against Donald Trump for nearly a decade. In interviews, on stage, and even at award shows, he has often warned about what he sees as Trump's danger to democracy. Back in 2016, before Trump was even elected, De Niro called him a national disaster and totally nuts. Many people laughed at the time, but De Niro's tone was serious even then. Over the years, his criticism has grown stronger, and after the guilty verdict, it reached a new peak. When De Niro stood outside a courthouse in New York City, he didn't sound like an actor giving a performance. He sounded like a worried citizen. His voice was tense, his words sharp, and his message clear. He believes that Trump is a threat to America's future. "This is my country," De Niro said, "and I love it. This guy wants to destroy it." That raises an important question. Can a famous actor's words really make people think differently about politics? In today's world, celebrities have huge platforms and can reach millions of people instantly. Some believe they have a duty to speak out about important issues. Others argue that actors and entertainers should stay out of politics. So, when De Niro calls Trump crazy, is he acting as a citizen with an opinion, or a celebrity using fame to influence the public? De Niro has said that speaking out has come with personal risks. In several interviews, he admitted that he worries about his safety because of the anger he gets from Trump supporters. "It's scary," he said. "There's a lot of hate out there, but you can't be afraid to tell the truth." It's clear that De Niro's feelings about Trump go beyond political disagreement. They come from deep fear about what he believes is happening to the country. Trump, on the other hand, dismissed De Niro's comments as just another example of Hollywood elites trying to attack him. Trump's supporters also criticized De Niro online, accusing him of being out of touch with ordinary Americans. To them, the actor represents a liberal elite that looks down on people who support Trump. But for De Niro's fans, his words are seen as brave, a sign that some public figures still care about justice and truth, no matter the consequences. This divide between how people see De Niro reflects a much bigger divide in the country. Trump's guilty verdict has become one of the most controversial events in recent political history. Some Americans see it as a powerful message that no one is above the law, not even a former president. Others see it as a politically motivated attack meant to stop Trump from running for office again. Can both of these views exist at the same time? Or does one side have to be completely right, while the other is completely wrong? De Niro's reaction also opens up another question. What role should artists play in politics? Throughout history, actors, musicians, and writers have used their voices to challenge injustice. From Charlie Chaplin criticizing fascism in the 1940s, to Jane Fonda protesting the Vietnam War, celebrities have often been part of social movements. But today, the political climate is far more intense, and the internet amplifies every word. When De Niro calls Trump crazy, it's instantly shared across millions of screens. Every tweet, every soundbite becomes part of a larger battle for public opinion. Some people say that De Niro is just doing what he's always done, speaking from his heart. Others believe that his fame gives him an unfair platform to shape politics. Still, one thing is clear. His voice continues to get attention because it reflects the fears and frustrations many Americans feel. Tension between fame and populism explain why political debates have become so personal. When every disagreement becomes a war of identity, is it even possible for dialogue to exist? Outside of politics, De Niro's film career has made him one of the most respected actors in the world. Known for his intensity and authenticity, he has built a reputation for portraying complex characters who struggle between right and wrong. In a strange way, his real-life passion about Trump mirrors the kind of moral conflict his characters often face. Just as he once played men fighting corruption or moral decay in films, De Niro now seems to see himself as a real-life fighter against what he believes is corruption in politics. His critics might say he's overstepping, but his supporters would argue that in times of crisis, silence is worse than speaking too loudly. So, should famous people stay quiet to avoid conflict? Or does democracy depend on everyone, including the famous, using their voices? As Trump vows to keep running for president despite the guilty verdict, De Niro's comments may take on new meaning. They serve as both warning and reflection, a reminder that America's political story is far from over. For many, his words are not just about one man's behavior, but about what kind of country the United States wants to be. The case itself has become symbolic of a much larger struggle. Some people see it as the justice system proving its fairness. Others see it as evidence that politics has corrupted the courts. De Niro's comments, emotional and blunt, capture that tension. "We're in a very dangerous place right now," he said. "This isn't a movie. This is real life." In many ways, De Niro's outburst represents how art and politics have become intertwined. The boundaries between Hollywood and Washington, between entertainment and governance, are blurrier than ever. When celebrities speak about justice and politicians act like celebrities, who really shapes public opinion? Can the truth survive in a world where every statement becomes a headline and every verdict becomes a culture war? Ultimately, Robert De Niro's comments tell us something bigger than just his feelings about Donald Trump. They reveal a deep fear that America's democracy might be more fragile than it appears. They also reveal hope that people still care enough to speak out. His words may sound angry, but underneath the anger lies a sense of love for his country. He wants it to do better. He wants it to live up to its ideals. As the story continues to unfold and Trump's legal battles drag on, the question remains: will voices like De Niro's help guide the nation toward reflection or push it deeper into division? One thing is certain: his message has struck a chord. Whether you agree with him or not, it's hard to ignore the raw emotion behind his words. In the end, the De Niro-Trump clash is not just a fight between a movie star and a politician. It's a reflection of modern America, passionate, divided, and uncertain about what comes next. The verdict may have been delivered in a courtroom, but the real trial, the trial over truth, justice, and unity, is still going on in the hearts and minds of millions of Americans. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel.